in today's episode, we're gonna do things that put a smile in our face. As you can see, for the E93 BMW M3 project list, we have a ton of things to do, and we will go through each one of them and do them and actually show them how to do it. That's the E93 right here, the BMW. So the first list, or the first thing on the list item, is a phone mount, trunk switch opener, which is right over here, by the way. Trunk lid struts, the emblems, and key fobs replacement. So let's go through it real quick. First thing, the emblems. Right over here. 1, 2. It was a piece of cake to do, by the way. I'm laughing because things look simpler than they are. Second thing, and this actually was very simple, the struts. This actually was needed. The struts that it originally had was not holding the lid whatsoever. And you can see right now it works perfectly. Second thing, the trunk switch, which is right over here. This is the old one. This is how the old one looked. This is how the old one looked. So obviously I replaced it for a new one, which is that one right there. And this is the connector, how it looks, is 3 pumps. I bought that in Amazon. All the parts will be listed, you know, where I bought them. So you can guys look it up and purchase them if you wish. The other thing is the phone mount, which also there's a film for this, and it is right over here. Works great. It charges the phone. You can utilize it for any phone, and it fits perfectly for the car. I will also list the parts for that. And the last thing is the key fobs. This is one of them for the spare key. Pretty cool, pretty neat. My wife uses this one. Right? You just put it in your pocketbook or wherever she decides to put it. And this is the one that I mainly use. Key fobs. And I also purchased them in Amazon. I will list them in the page, so if you guys want to look it up, you can just purchase them. And that's it. Item number 1. Again, it looks much simpler than it really is. I mean, it's not difficult. It's just a pain in the ass. Excuse my language. It's a pain in the booty. Now, I just took these pry tools from each side because there's 2 pins in here, but there's a lot of adhesive around it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to heat it up and see if it comes easier by heating it up. All right, next. There he goes, folks. It's coming apart. So heating it up does help somehow. And it's out. Oh, no, it's melting, right? Just take this grommet out. You need to put that in the next emblem right here, or buy a new one, but these work fine. New emblem. There you go. A new one going in, folks. Now I'm gonna have to push it down. And there you go. Voila. This is the spray that I'm using right here. It helps clean it up too as well. Taking the meat from my teeth, I'm gonna use the dental floss and try to cut the adhesive by going slow. But before I take it out, you know what I'm gonna do, because I gotta put the new one in. I'm gonna put a little marker here and a little marker here, and there's a 3/4 of an inch from this lip, so we can put the next one on. All right, let's see. All right, folks. So this is how you do it, right? very slowly, very slowly. You stick your finger right here, and you pull it like this. Look, look, it comes off so easy. Check it out. Look, you stick your finger right here. Look, 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 and it comes right off. See, look, 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 look. It's coming right off. Simple. I think it looks better like this, don't you? This is how you do it. You get the new one and you just push it in. You just push it in. You use this as a guideline right here, right? So it's nice and even. Don't take the top plastic off because these two pieces are separate and this one keeps them together. So you just push it in nice and even and then just take the plastic top off and let's see the end result. Voila. Look at that. Look at that. Gang, look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. Ta-da! Here are the struts that we're going to be changing them. I believe I bought them at Amazon. And here's the part number. Actually, no, I did not buy them at Amazon. They're made in Germany. So the first thing you need to do is actually pull this little pin right here. Push it out. Or take it out, either one or the other one. And this way you can push it out from the little bowl right here. There you go. And by doing that, there you go. It just comes right off. And I'm gonna need my friend's help or a broom to hold this that thin. You holding it, right?
I got
because
it.
otherwise it's gonna hit me in the
it
head. All right, so we do the same thing in the bottom. And it slides right off. Or slice right out, either one or the other. And here it is. So these are the German struts that we're gonna replace. These are probably better than the OEM. No, they're actually the same. But this is how you do it. You just slide it through this cover right here. This is actually for the BMW E93 Convertible. If it was not convertible, it's probably not the same setup. Very similar, but not the same. So you just slide it through. Push it in and it clicks right in. There it goes. It's on. See? It's on. It's secure and on. And then you just lift this up a little bit, push it in, and it's done. Simple as that. We'll do the same thing on the second one. All right, so taking up the second strut, pull this clamp out, and it should come out easy. Look at that. Of course, because now we're filming, it's not coming easy. You gotta hold that thing, otherwise it's gonna fall right through. And then do the second one, and it's out. In with the new one. All right, so you just push it in, simple as that. And you do the same thing with this one right here. Done. Let's see how it works. Look at this. Something's happening here.
Nope, flashlight.
All right. Perfect. Look at this. How it's supposed to be. Perfect. Done. Ta-da! All right, gang. Welcome to E93 channel. This is going to be one of the many clips that we're going to show on the upgrades and changes I'm going to be doing to the car. Today, we are going to change the grille, the OEM grille to an M3 grille, coated in black. I think it looks much nicer and sporty. I bought it in Amazon. We will post that on our page. And I will add also air scoops. Supposedly helps the air intake and provides a little more horsepower to the car. We will see that. We will test that to see if that is true or not. Okay, gang. Here it is. OEM, non-OEM. You'll tell me later which one looks nicer. Here it is. And this is going to be the scoop I'm going to put inside of it, which is going to add another tone of red and it's going to help the air intake. The tools that we are going to be using is actually a fairly easy job. It's nothing complicated about it. We'll show you once we do it. Pliers, a picker, T20, and a T30. And that's pretty much it. It really doesn't require that much tools and effort to do it, but we will show you through the process. All right, the first thing that we need to do is take this cover out. The reason why we're going to take this cover out is so we can stick our hand through here and try to pull these things out. I mean, these little switches, not switches, hooks that are in here to push it out. So let's take these two out by pulling this little pin. There you go, pin number 1. Let's take pin number 2 out. Now let's pry it out. Ooh, that sound doesn't look good. It's been a long time since this sucker came out. I think this is the first time. Let's pull this one out. This one actually came out very easy. And now there is 2 T20s over here, I believe. Yeah, those are T20s. So let's take those out. Do it nice and slow. Take that out. Second one, and this should be it to take this cover out. Now let's see if this comes off, and it did. Look at that. Gang, it's out. Simple, right? Very easy process. All right, gang, we actually took all the bolts and nuts and washers so we can take the grill and the air intake cover. And it was very simple. You know, just like that, it got done. So this is how it gets done. You just pull it slowly. See, it comes off nice and easy. No effort to it. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Look, you stick your hand through here, and look, it comes right off. Look, second one, so you know it's not fake. Look, it comes right off. You know why? It's a bunch of crap. It was a pain in the ass to take these things out because these little knobs, you got to push them, and they're very hard. And since it's old, and it's old rubber, it's very hard to bend. And look at this. Look at my hand. Sticking my hand through there. Look at that, all red. It was not easy. It was simple, but it was not easy. Done. Amazon part, OEM. Without a doubt, the OEM is a much better part. But look-wise, I think this would look much better. And honestly, if it breaks, which I don't think it would, but if it does break, just replace it. I think I paid $70 for these. So it's nice looking, but this is a better part, the OEM. And this is the one with the M painting on it, which I think it gives us a different look to the car. All right, a new update. Great looking part, right? I bought it on Amazon, and it said it did fit my E93. This is the OEM. And we have a little problem here. Even though they look alike, the size looks alike, the pins are different. You can see the Amazon part is a much bigger pin. Look at the OEM, much smaller. And then when you place it, it doesn't even fit. So guess what? I need to put back the OEM part till I found one that fits here. So I got these from German car accessories. We will go ahead and post that. And the scoops, I got them in eBay. Not eBay, I'm sorry, Amazon. So we will post those as well. Not so expensive. It is expensive, not so expensive. Actually, this is very cheap for what you get in Amazon. So once we post it, you guys can take a look at it and decide whether or not you want to get it for your car. One of the things that I had some troubles initially was to get the right grills for my M3. There's a lot of grills out there, and most people think that the regular 3 Series fits the same grill for the M3, and it doesn't. So you need to make sure that, depending on the car that you have, you validate that. Okay? And let's see how it fits. It should be as simple. Oh, before I install this, let's put the scoops in, because this way I can use my hand from here as I put it in. So let's do the scoops in first. These are the scoops that I got in Amazon. Actually, it's a good price for what you get. All right, so let's install the scoops. And it pretty much goes in like this, just like that. You fit it in there. You fit the second one, you see right here. This actually holds it tight against the edge of the car. And where's the other piece? Right here. So the air comes through here like this. As you drive, obviously, you're gonna have an increase of flow of air. As you drive, it comes through here. See, the air flows through there, through here, inside of here, goes through here and into the intake right here. That's how you do it. So this little groove right here should be in here and should lock it in so it doesn't move, and that's what we're going to try to attempt to do right now. Maybe you can see it from over here how it goes inside, and it keeps it nice and tight. And let's see if this works. Make sure this is locked in with this. This is the same thing. And now let's see. Look at that. It doesn't move. It's actually a perfect fit. And I'll just bring the screws in. The teeth screws, the Torx screws. Let's put it in. Don't over tighten it, because if you do, you will break this part. And once you do that, you're gonna have to replace it. And I'm telling you, it's not cheap. Just tighten it enough, but not too much. See? Nice and steady. All right, let's put the clamps in. And that, gang, does it. Let's put in the clips, bring it down. Then bring this one down to lock it in. Let me get a hammer, small hammer. Locked. And locked. That is done. It's in place. Now, let's put the moment that we all been waiting for. The grill. See? See the width of the clips? This is how important it is. If you don't have the right width, it will not fit in. So you just line it up with the clips and push it in. You have to hear the click. If you don't hear the click, they're not in. Remember that. All right. What do you guys think? Nice, huh? I like it. I like it much better than the OEMs. Much better than the OEM. And now we just slide this one in. There it goes. You have to hear the click going in. And it's on. It's all on. Now let's close the hood and see how. What do you think? Much better, right? You like it? And there it is. Voila. All right, gang. Another upgrade for the E93, and one of them that been bothering me for a while is not having a phone charger, not having a base to have the phone stable in the car while I'm driving. And there's not that many options out there for the M3 E93 to make it seamless, to make it nice and clean. After a little research, I found out that you can buy from Redline this product. Basically what it is a bracket with a magnet for the phone. It does fit and fits perfectly, and I'll show you once I install it, but it's kind of expensive. And the problem with this that I see with this is that once you use this and once you use the magnet, it's only for one phone, right? And I want to make sure that anyone that uses my car, whether it's family or friends, they can bring their phone and just put it in there and charge it as they drive. So what I did, I bought this second part from Amazon, and what it is a charger and a phone holder, and I'll show you later on how to install it. Okay, so this is what we're going to be using for today's film. These are the tools we're going to be using: prime tools or trim tools or panel tools. You're going to need to do that to pry the panels out. You can use some of these maybe. I think this is going to be more than suffice. And this is the product you're going to install. The Redline, quite an expensive product, and the only reason why I bought it is because of this right here, and I'll show you later on why this is required. But in reality, this is 1,000 times better than this right here. But in order to have it seamless and look at professional and look at to be a nice job, you need this tool. I mean this bracket. All right, first things first, we need to take these panels out. I already pried these panels out prior to filming to make it nice and quick, but basically you need a pry tool like this one, and stick it from the side very slowly and just push it like this, like that. See, like that, and it comes easy. You don't want to bend it. If you bend it, you will break it, or you will bend this too as well. And you just go like this and pry it like this, right? Once this is out, right? You don't have to take it completely, otherwise you have to disconnect everything. You don't have to take it completely. Now you can pry this piece out right here, like this. Like that. Take this piece out, which I already unplugged it. These two plugs, actually 3 plugs. And then the third piece, which is the most important one, you go from the bottom and you push it like this. You go from the bottom, you push it from here too as well. Then from the side, very slowly, because this will break. This is brittle, as well as this. This is brittle. This will break, so you have to be very careful. Just push it like this, and push it out. And here it is, right? Now you have plenty of space to work and take the 3 screws right here that will hold the infamous bracket to make it nice and clean. So let me take this out. Let me take this one out. Don't want to lose it. All right, let me take the second one out and put the bracket in there. All right. And now, see, it fits perfectly. Perfect fit. Second screw. I wonder, should I put it under the...
I would put it under.
Yeah, right. I think it probably fits best under. Right now that I just put it in, I think the best fit is do it under. Let's see. Don't want to lose the screw. The problem is that if I put it under, I had to... Not problem, I will have to unloosen these 4 screws, so let me unloose that. Let's try it under. I think it would be a better fit if I do it under. Don't take them out, just don't loosen them, And that should be enough just to pull it up a little bit, I think. Use the pry tool. Yeah, that's plenty. And hopefully I can fit it under. Wishful thinking. All right, there you go. Yeah, much better. Look at that. Yeah, that's a much better fit. Yeah, then just leave it above, because then you have that angle, and then when you put everything back together, you will still have that angle in there. This is a much neater job to do it under. Put that in. The other. Oh, guess what? I missed to do something. And we can edit or leave it, but guess what? You see this right here? I need to put the little ball. How in the heck am I gonna put the little ball if I have the bracket already installed? So I need to take it out, put the ball, and reinstall the bracket. Coming back. This little bracket, right? I was installing it in the car. If you don't put the ball first, you won't be able to do it. So you should do this first, because there's not that much space to do it. And it's a T25. There you go.
Probably want to cinch that down pretty good, because once you get that installed, you're not going to be able to put a wrench behind it.
There we go. That's correct. That's it. Let's put this back on. As you can see, there's no room to put this ball in. So that needed to be done first. All right, let's tighten the other bolts or screws. These are not bolts, these are screws. Make sure it's tight, otherwise it's gonna rattle. And I hate rattling. All right. Look at this. Fits perfectly, like it was meant for the car. That's why it costs $140. Crazy, but it is what it is. All right, so now let's push this in slowly. Make sure you don't break anything. Look at the fit. Look at that fit. All right, push it in. Or try to push it in. Oh, I need to clean it. It's nice and dirty. Look at that. Look at this fit. Nice. There's more, but let's continue. Let's now put in the air conditioning and heating unit. You just push it in and slide this little tab until you hear click. There it goes, click. The same thing with the other tab that is hidden right there. Push it in slowly. Don't force it, push it in, and then just push this up. And you notice it pushes it down and then locks it. There you go. Now push this in very slowly as well. Don't force it. If you need to force it, you know it's run. All right, that's in. All right, let's put this in. And look at that, the radio's working, gang. All right, let's push that in. Okay, that's in. So very slowly, you gotta push this molding into the 5 clips. There's a inner clip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And once they're aligned, you just push it slowly until you hear a little. There you go. a little click, and it's in. That's how you do it. All right, let's continue with the project, which was putting the phone charger here. So let me get it and we will continue. This is how it looks, the rent line, $140. It fits perfectly in the car. It actually looks like it belongs in the car. You can only use it for one phone because once you stick this in your phone, you can't take it out. And that's it. And you can only use it for iPhones, just particularly for this model. I'm sure you can stick this in any other phone, but once you do it, you can only use it for that specific phone. So I decided to purchase this one from Amazon. This one allows you to use any iPhone, any Android, and you don't have to worry about having a magnet to install it. And second, this charges your phone. So now I'm gonna take this thing out, and you just go like this, and it holds it. Look at that. And it's charging.
That's cool.
See that? And then you want to take it out? That's it. Put it on. It tightens it, right? You want to get it out? Nice, huh? What do you think?
Looks good.
Right? Did it work?
How solid does it feel? Does it feel solid in there?
This, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, look at this. This is not going to come off, man, ever. No.
Perfect.
And it charges. And the passenger here is not going to have problems.
What you got there, Phil?
All right. I have two low-profile USBs that you install in the cigarette lighter. And you just take the cigarette lighter out, install this in, and now you have USB charging units for anyone that comes to the car. And the second one I'm going to install right over here. There you go. So I have USB chargers here, 1, 2, 3. 3 chargers here, 2 chargers here, an additional charger right over here. Plenty. All right, one of the things that is bothering me every time I get into the car is this little switch. It actually faded, the picture of it, it faded out. So I went ahead and found these replacements in Amazon. I will post that on the webpage, the part number in Amazon if you guys want to get it. But it's not a simple process just to pop it out and just put a new one in. It doesn't look like that's how it's done. I mean, by looking at it from behind. So I took the air conditioning unit out, and I think I'm gonna have to take the cover out with these pins in each side, pull it out, and see if I can replace it. So there's more to come. This is a lot more complicated than I thought. just to change. Where is that part? I don't even know where the part is. Right here. Just to change this, I'm gonna have to take this whole thing apart. Folks, it's not as simple as it looks, by the way. I'm not gonna fool you because it's not. And I hope I didn't screw this up. I really hope I didn't screw this up, the gears in here. I went ahead and took the whole air conditioning heating system unit apart. I mean, you can see it from here. Took it all apart. Thinking that there's a bolt, you know, going from side to side holding this piece with the one that I wanted to change. And then as I'm taking all this together, I see 2 clips here. And I noticed that there's not a bolt holding it together. This is the old unit. Simply, so you guys don't have to take this apart like I did. Don't make the same mistake. Just just slide your a very thin screwdriver through here and just push it slowly from one side and then the other side, and it pops right out. That's how it should have been done from get-go. So I went way too far to change this knob. So don't make the same mistake. Now let's hope that I can put it all back together. Let's go. There you go. All right, gang, here it is. OEM, not OEM. You guys tell me which one actually looks better. See, I had it wrong way, but let's start again. All right. And now where's my screwdriver? Can you pass me the screwdriver? I don't have the screwdriver, man. I left it in the front. All right. I'll get it. All right, gang. The next project, minor project on the E93. What the hell did it fall? What was that? Actually, no, I did not buy them at Amazon. They're made in Germany. So it probably was FTP Auto. This is the new strut. The same way it came out is the same way we were going to put it in. Slide it through this cover right here. Push it in here, which is already in. And then, oh, I guess I should have put that one in first. Houston, we have a problem. Son of a gun. You gotta be kidding me.